Sitting around the ballroom, they're talking about tomorrow when they're taking Johnny away. Said he wasn't no good, never done the things that he should. That's all the judge had to say. He went in the army when he was 18. Crazy young Irish and mean. Took a kid who was half gone all the way to be wrong with bloodlust and them 16s. His father, he thanks us for coming.
All right, we're back. Guest location today, right?
Away game.
Away game. Josh's garage, but don't get too excited. No, Josh. Jeff Clough.
Hey,
Good to have you.
good to be here.
Famous cousin of Matt Clough's, who, as we were talking about this before, and I don't know if I said it on the show, but I worked at this company. I was the director of recruiting for this small recruiting company. You know, all the guys were from Brockton except for me. Every single guy. It was like a
Sounds like they'd beat the shit out of you.
dude. I owned that fucking place. Dude, you kidding me? Fucking broke people's fucking asses on the phone.
He was driving an A4, dude.
Yeah, I was driving a fucking.
He fucking ran that shit.
Yeah. So, other than the fact that I did slide my keys across the fucking table to Matt Clough, like a la Ben Affleck in fucking Boiler Room, he came in with a resume that said UMass, Hyde Park, worked like construction, and he had a black eye from being in a fight that weekend. And I'm like, this is a good guy for us. Like, this is a good hire. This guy's gonna fit in. Like, he's not gonna rat if something bad happens to him. You know what I mean? So, anyways, and now the origin of that is that Josh tells this story about, which I'll have you tell, the Larry Bird joke. And I think I said it on the show, and then Matt's like, what the fuck is going on, dude? I know this story. This story is my cousin's story. And he's like, and Josh is like, he's like, Jeff Clough. And I'm like, this is a small world. So anyways, welcome to the program.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
So the way that happened was I was in Saratoga for Matt's brother Ethan's bachelor party. And Matt comes over to me and he's like, hey, I got a little bone to pick with you. But what's the story with that Larry Bird thing? Like that Larry Bird story, that thing's floating around like it didn't happen to you. And I was like, what? The fuck are you talking about? So I had to pull him aside and tell him the whole thing. But and we got to the bottom of it.
Can you tell it?
After I listened to like 60 of these podcasts, I finally,
Let's fucking go.
finally got to the end.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah,
Can you tell it?
Yeah, I'll get through it real quick. So our boy Chris Hunter was running. He's sitting over there. He's running the marathon, and we're meeting him at the finish line. And we worked. Chris and I worked.
What year is this? Like, when is
this?
this?
2019. This is before the pandemic, right? Yeah, 2019. So we're at the finish line, right before the finish line at
I thought we're getting right into it, too.
Del Frisco's, right? So, kind of a nice high-end steakhouse. We're down there drinking beers and shit.
Yep.
Bird's there. We go over. We're like, hey, Larry, do you mind coming over and take a few pictures? Just get a bunch of fucking 40-something years old, big fans over here, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not going over there. And we're like, Larry, listen, we'll come to you, no problem. And I have to say, he was fucking. He couldn't.
He's like, no, I don't want that either.
He could.
I'm actually gonna leave.
He could, but he could have been more gracious. He took a million pictures.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he took a whole shit.
Because he usually doesn't do that, right?
No,
I heard.
that's the rumor. Like he hates all that shit.
But he
right?
probably doesn't get hit as much as he used to. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Yeah. So, anyways, he got his Brooks Brothers shirt on. I'm like, I got a Brooks Brothers shirt too. Not on me, but I mean, I have one. And so we go over. We start taking pictures and shit. And we're all drinking and everything. But I'm telling you, he was great. But he goes into the bathroom, and I'm like, I'm gonna follow this motherfucker. I gave him a second, right?
Yeah.
So this is what I hear. This is what Matt's telling me. He's like, my cousin Matt's like, dude, what's this? What's the story here? Like, I'm hearing the story someplace else. Like it didn't
Like
happen
you were
to me.
lying.
Like I made it up. Like I heard it from somebody else. So I follow Larry into the bathroom, and it's Del Frisco's. And you would think on Marathon Monday it'd be a little more crowded, but it wasn't. So he's in there taking a piss. I go up next to him, and I'm standing next to him, and I'm like, hey, like Larry, I'm like, hey man, I go, listen, you ever get aggravated with people kind of harassing you and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, yeah, he's like, how would you feel? And I go, honestly, Larry, I would love it. And he kind of laughed, so I feel like I'm in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I got him.
Yeah.
So he's washing his hands, I'm still pissing because I got
Larry, big wash his hands guy.
Yeah, he
Love it.
washes his hands clean, nice. And he's walking out. He's standing at the door. I go, Larry, I'm like, hey, you want to hear a joke? And he's standing there with the door open, and he's like, he just looks at me. He's like, shakes his head. He's like, nah, I don't want to hear a joke. And you guys know the joke, but what you don't know is the follow-up joke that I was gonna tell him. But I'll get into it later if you guys want.
Well, can you tell that joke? Because I think it's only on the Instagram.
So the follow-up joke. Oh, the first joke.
Yeah, the first joke.
Well, the first joke was, hey, I was gonna tell him. I was gonna say to him, and I should have just said it. The problem was I asked. I should have just said it. Hey, Larry, you know how you make your wife scream twice? You fuck her in the ass and you pull out and whip your cock in the drapes. That was the joke. You got a couple screams out of your wife that way. But the other joke I was going to tell him was a little different. It was the Queen of England. She's on this game show over in England. They have this game show called 20 Questions.
Yeah,
and they have a celebrity guest this time, and it's the Queen. So then she's got to ask this panel 20 questions. And, she asks each question, and then the panel confers, right? So, all right, we have special guests. We have the Queen of England with us here today. And Queen, they say, what is your first question, Queen? And she says, is it something I could fit in your mouth? And the panel, they confer, and they all look at each other and they're like, actually, Queen, it is something that could fit in your mouth. And she goes, is it horse cock? And it was. She won. She won.
First question to set the record.
She was a good guest.
Let's go.
I'll tell you right now.
That dickhead Bird missed out on that second fucking joke.
He could have two jokes. He didn't even get
What a
one. He could have
fucking-
10.
And that should tell you right there, you don't want to live in the middle of America.
Yeah.
You got to be a city guy to get those fucking things. You want to be like, I want another joke.
Absolutely.
But he's from French Lick, like a
French
retard.
lick, yeah. Usually, he said he fucking washed his hands in the fucking sink.
No chance he used soap.
He's from Indiana.
He didn't
Usually
use
they do a
soap.
French lick.
I think he was just looking at his hands. Yeah, like a cat. He was just licking his hands and back of them, like they were paws.
It's a gross person, just fucking disgusting.
But you don't want to hear a joke.
Who says that, by the way? I would be all in. But I feel like you guys got the most out of Bird that I've ever heard anybody getting out.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Like
No,
I've
he
told
went-
this
he
story
was
before
gracious.
on the podcast, but quickly, there's a kid that actually grew up with me and Josh. This kid, Chris Quinlan, he's a few years older than me and Josh. He was like kind of a tough kid, but he was in Clocks one night and he got his fucking bell rung and he got his whole eye opened up and he loved Bird. Like even when it wasn't cool to love Bird, when we were younger, people like Jordan, he had Bird posters. And he's walking out of Clocks and Bird's standing there and Bird goes, whoa, somebody fucked you up. He just walked right by him and I'm like, what a way to meet your idol. Just fucking like.
I mean, that's actually kind of a cool story, though.
Yeah.
It's like you think it's going to be a good one. It's not. Total opposite. So my brother, who listens every single time, he moved up to California. Me and my brother are 20 years apart. He's 56. He moved out to Cali at like 19. And, he's out there, playing the field or whatever. And he's like, meet some people. And they go, we got this girl I think you'd love. She's a blonde-headed bombshell. And, I feel like she would love like your Boston accent. And her response was like, don't they all look like Larry Bird? Like, this is how dumb California women are. It's my sister-in-law, Debbie, who's the best, but she goes, I thought everyone from Boston looked like Larry Bird, who's not from Boston, by the way. He just played here.
Most of them
He
are
looks
white,
like a Purdue
so that's
chicken.
one. He's not a great looking guy.
No, he looks like the guy, he looks like a chicken, dude.
He's not a great looking guy. Is a god this town though, I will say that.
Fact. You're wearing his fucking hoodie.
By the way, by the way, every time I wear this thing out, there's some older white guy who walks up to me, he's like, that hoodie is fucking sick.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it is. It's fucking awesome. What an intro, by the way. I mean, we didn't even fucking, there was
We
no
didn't do
like,
anything.
no
No,
niceties.
that was
I like that.
dynamite right
That
off
was
the rip.
raw dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Foreplay, no fucking
no lube. Zero fucking lube. You know what I mean?
That's
Zero.
like,
baby.
before the 2001 Patriots, right? Remember when they used to introduce everybody one by one? They go, here you go. Here's pulling the cork right over your face. Here's a whole team.
Anyways, it's good to have you here, Jeff.
Thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
it's good to meet you. By the way, I gotta say this. I thought you would look very different than you look. Only because Josh told me
You
the
got to
story.
be undefeated in fights. You just have that fucking
lost.
demeanor. Yeah, no shit.
You guys ever hear of that game, Cornhole? You guys ever play
Oh
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
I'm just kidding. I know it's like a big cornhole crew.
Oh, yeah.
I've never lost. I've never lost.
Never lost a cornhole?
Not one time.
Make it happen.
Jeff, where are you from?
Dorchester.
Hell yeah. What parish?
St. Brendan's.
Let's go.
Yeah.
The Ponset area.
Good one to be from.
Yep.
I got a son named Brendan.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we are.
He is Brendan.
John Fisher, where was he? Anyways, doesn't matter. Nobody knows him. He's a fucking zero. Just kidding. Actually, John Fisher's a hot shit. You know what's funny? Like, I remember working with John Fisher when I was like 22. He worked at another recruiting company with me. He was 28, and I'm like, this guy's fucking ancient. I'm like, this mother. He's like, I'm from Dorchester. I'm like, this dude is old. Like, it's an old guy. Now, I'd fucking, like, I'd give a lot to be 28. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like,
You know what's funny though? So like, it's very fucking well known. A lot of my friends are black dudes, and they're from the hood, right? A lot of them from Dorchester. And I was sitting next to a guy who I grew up with. I'm going to be in his wedding very shortly. And I was next to a guy from Dorchester, and I said, what parish is he from? He goes, why the fuck would you ask what church is he from? And I was like, that's like a common thing.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, it ain't. And I was like, it is. He goes, I usually say, what hood you from? I go, there's the difference right there. But
Yeah.
I go, it's the same part of Dorchester. I go, but white guys go off of churches. You guys go off of street corners.
Yeah, well, he's from St. Kevin's, I can tell you right now. That's where my old man grew up, and that's why I can tell you. Like, they moved when we moved them closer to like the, Milton line.
Yeah.
So I'm from Dorchester, but I'm from close to like the Milton line.
OFD.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Fucking A.
So Josh told that story. He's like, you got to see this kid. He goes, he came over. He was at Joe's. He's telling this Larry Bird story. He's like, but when he's like, you got to see this kid, I'm picturing like, kind of like some rag Dorchester fat kid. Like that's what I was picturing. So when you walked in, I'm like, where's the fucking rag fat kid that's going to come? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this look.
You were picturing the Hambino from fucking The Sandlot.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
He's a Dorchester kid.
Is he?
You know that?
Hold the fuck on.
I mean, I've done this once before.
Did know that.
I've done this once before with Billy Blanks, but this one I'm fucking dead
Blanks.
on right now.
Billy O'Leary listens to this every week.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's going to tell you a story that this is 100% true fact. Our Baba, well, my old Baba, his still Baba, beat up Cam Porter in Malden because he lived on North Milton Street. He's a Malden kid.
No.
Or his family is. Fact, I'm telling you.
He's a Dorchester
The Kenners,
kid.
I'm telling you, they
I'm
got
telling
beat
you.
up in Malden.
I've heard that before.
He's a
I'm not-
Dorchester kid.
yeah.
He might have moved to Malden before he started doing type.
And then we kicked him out.
I was going to say, he also beat up Billy Blanks.
We kicked him out and he went to LA.
Dude, that's like when...
my problem.
started acting.
That's what, like when Clocky told everybody that, who did he say was Mace Windu?
Oh,
Billy
yeah.
Blanks.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
Mace
yeah.
Windu?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So I was jarring to see you because I'm like, you look like he plays with the Bruins.
Yeah.
But anyways, another good guy to add to the army in case anybody comes to kill us at some point, which probably could happen.
The text earlier, we're just going to keep going with that one.
Yeah. So, all right, real quick. I got a couple things that we got to talk about that we usually cover at the beginning. January 19th, the comedy night
Yes, sir.
at the Malden Irish American. Sean is running point, but we're presenting it. Pulling the Cork presents. We got Paul Gilligan, right?
Dog.
Awesome guy. Dave Russo.
Dog.
Oh, I got a Dave Russo story after this. And then Danny Gillis.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Fucking Sean O'Brien.
Sean O'Brien, dog.
And it's $40 a seat. I'm buying a table. Like I said, 2 people can enter a raffle to sit at my table. So far, nobody's entered the raffle, so the seats are just open. So whoever wants to sit there with us is fine. But it's going to be a good night, great night, and you get to hang out with the IA. We'll be there, right? Fitzy will be there.
Yeah. Taking those free tickets. From
Yeah. Oh. This is what I forgot to tell you. I went to, there was a stand-up night in Melrose last Friday, and Russo was there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going. Buggy had tickets to it. This kid, Corey Thomas from Melrose, great guy. He was running it. He had a stroke a year and a half ago. He's doing great. But it was like running, it was for Teddy Bruschi's stroke thing. Anyways, Russo's there. And I'm like, so I text, first of all, Russo texts like my brother-in-law, who's a fucking idiot. Now, Russo's not an idiot, but
No,
he's got
but
such ADD.
I know
So
exactly
I
what you're
text
talking
him,
about.
it's me, you, and Russo on the text. So I texted Russo, hey, I'll see you tomorrow night at this thing. And he's like, how many minutes you got? You want to get up? And I'm like, what? I'm like,
Danny.
yeah. And I'm like, God.
He has no etiquette on how to text.
I write back, I'm like, I'll let the professionals handle that. You
It's
know
like
what I mean?
Ted Williams' fucking head just got attached to a phone. He's like, how do you do this?
Yeah, 100%, right? 100%. So, anyways, that day, something happened. I can't remember. We went on Thursday night or whatever happened. I was kind of hungover. I'm like, nice. This thing's Saturday night. Somehow I thought that. Because Russo in the morning, I look at my phone. I'll be at Fulcino Vineyards tonight with Paul Gilligan. They have the best Cabernet Sauvignons. And so I'm like, oh, Russo's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. So I played golf that day. So I'm like, I got fucked up during the day, took a nap. Wake up, Buggy's like, we're walking into Garape's house now. Where are you? And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, this is tonight? I'm like, get Maggie up. Like, get dressed. Go. We got to go. So I get there. And he's still not there. And like they have the guy Fitzy from the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
You know the guy who does
yeah.
Actually, he was a really funny guy.
Yep.
They had some good
Fitzy, go fuck
songs.
yourself.
Yeah.
He's very good at what he does.
He was very funny.
Yeah.
He was great. He
Very
was great.
good at what he does.
They were
He
all
was
great.
like doing stand up?
He was doing stand up. Yeah. And
not know that.
yeah, and he was great. So anyways, we're sitting there. I sat front row because there was nowhere else to sit. And I was kind of like too fucked up to be there. You know when you're like, I'm a little bit over my skis for this. And I'm sitting fucking front row. Like, and somebody's like, I don't want to sit front row. I don't want to get ragged on. I'm like, I don't care about getting ragged on. Fucking rag on me. Do it. You know what I mean? So Russo actually gave us a couple shout outs on the mic to say that. And I was like, dude, you confused me. I'm like, you were like, I'm at Fulcino Vineyards. He's like, I was just there. I drove fucking 90 miles an hour down 93 to get here right now. He's like, they got any pizza? Dude, it's like the way his mind works is fucking fascinating. So I introduced him though.
Pinball.
I introduced him to the friends of Jim McSweeney, the wrestler, and it was like kid in a fucking candy shop. He's like 83, all right. He's like Lowell Gymnasium. Going through the fucking
crowd.
Oh yeah. It was great though. Anyway, so he did a fucking awesome job. He's gonna be there on the 19th, and it's gonna be a fucking great show. Fitzy, you'll be there, right?
Yep.
Perfect. All right. And it's almost, by the way, a little free ad for the IA. It's membership time, right?
Yeah. Fucking renew your shit.
Yeah. So I got to get mine renewed.
Reach into your wallet. Spend $50, dude.
Spend
That's all you
$50.
got.
That's right. Okay.
Sanity.
Also, of note, real quick, we'll just do a couple ads. LilyPeasChicken.com. Lily Peas is the best fried chicken that you can get. It's at 50 Binney Street, Cambridge, Mass. Free parking in the back, validated for you. And listen, the greatest people in the world. They did the Halloween party. I mean,
Sure did.
Fucking awesome. Black pepper honey, the best. And Hub Hall. So if you go to Pat's Celtics are on right now. If you're at the Celtics game right now and you listen to this in the second half, you can walk outside and get that sandwich. WickedCornhole.com. We're going to give them the best place in the show right now. Okay, we just said that Bruce passed away a couple weeks ago. Great guy, great people. They really could use our support. So if you're getting boards, by the way, we put up a post the other day, like post your boards from Wicked Cornhole. Bunch of posts.
Zillion people.
Yeah.
Now
post
listen,
this shit.
that's great. I'm looking for the new people.
Yeah.
Now I made a deal. I said this in the fucking video I did in the garage. I said, listen, you go buy your fucking boards from them, order custom boards. I'll go pick them up, put them in my garage, and you can come over and get shit-faced with us. Maggie's not gonna love this deal, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? As Josh said to court the other night, it's the holidays. What do you expect from me? You know what I mean? It is what it is. WickedCornhole.com, 1875 Rear Main Street, Tewksbury, Mass. They are right across from Treehouse Brewing. So you can go there. You can get your fucking holiday libations. How do you like that fucking word?
That's a
Shit.
Melrose
A lot
word.
of people don't fucking know that word.
Yeah,
I do.
Malden guy doesn't.
Yep, no shit.
$10 head.
$10.
Is that another word for cornhole, Bert?
Yeah, libations. Anyways, they're the best. So, and we'll do the rest of the ads later on. So, all right, we're gonna do holiday frauds tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
You have any of these nearby?
Yeah, okay. You want
Yeah, I got. We'll see what we got. All right, we're gonna let Jeff start because he's a guest.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Which way are we going?
We're
that
going
way?
Jeff, Fitzy, me to you.
All right.
All right.
Oh, guess what that
And
means?
it's
You know what
not
that means?
It's not really a draft.
We're just,
No, it's not a draft. It's not a draft.
it's not a draft.
I
We're
have
just
stuff
doing-
for a draft because I'm so sick of coming in fucking last.
Listen,
All
it's
my
not our
listeners-
fault that you come in last. It's your fault.
Hold on, you said
It's
on the
voted on by a
you said on the
Democratic-
show, dude. If I had a fucking a wingman to be like Danny Gillis is coming number one, it was you.
Oh,
And then our
yeah,
people
yeah.
voted, and they're like, "Yeah, I love family and football." Like, no shit, dude.
listen, it's not my fault
No
that
shit.
people love me.
I gave great fucking answers, and I love family and football.
Hey,
it goes
don't-
hand in
don't
hand.
You
fucking
always have-
discount
I'm telling
me.
you right now, though,
We
can I
were-
just give you a
we
little
were,
advice?
Like tied three ways.
Yeah.
Let me
Custard
give you
pie-
a little
custard pie
fucking
brought me
advice
to the
though.
top.
You always have one stinker
Yeah.
like that. Like is
What was the
No,
stinker?
it's like it's so niche market that like nobody's gonna like it.
Everything that I said this past
All
week
right, I'll
was
tell you right now.
unbelievable.
You know what? I'll drive. By the way,
It was
By the
unbelievable.
way,
Nailed it. I listened to it. You were unbelievable.
Thank you.
By the way,
Unbelievable.
Jeff asked if we edit the show. No, obviously not. All right, I'm bringing it up. Here's yours. The night before Thanksgiving, money.
A
90 miles
plus.
an hour. Gambling.
A
Excellent.
plus. Here we go. Honor roll
Leftovers.
student. 3 for 3.
All right, I'm going to tell
A
you.
Teddy ball game.
You're about to be 4 for 4.
Yep.
Ocean spray cranberry sauce.
It was
Now here we go. You
drafting
ready?
your
We're going
fucking
this.
Secret
We're going
Santa.
this. Yankee Swamp.
Yeah, nonsense.
Like drafting for Yankee
All right,
Swamp.
now I
It's
will-
your family.
So
not
now-
everybody does that.
That's fine. Everyone else's family's stupid.
No, we do
but
it too, we do it too, Danny.
But no, but here's what.
You can't insult
If
the
you
public
listen,
and then fucking
if you listen
hope
to
for
it,
them
you're
to
like,
vote for
you're
you.
like, wow, that's a great pick. It's a great pick. So either you're blowing smoke,
Listen, I thought yours was the best. I said this. I'm a believer in Danny Gillis.
and all these people are just like, well, yeah, I love family and football. No shit,
But
everyone does.
You do a Yankee swap draft like to see who's getting.
And guess what we didn't do this year? Didn't even get to it.
Yeah.
So we're fucked. Thanks a lot, Paul McCork.
All right, last thing.
Christmas is ruined now.
Wait, last subject I wanted to bring up that I forgot about that I wanted to talk about with you guys was the Kowloon fucking brawl.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Unreal. Nothing's been more fucking Massachusetts
it
ever.
made TMZ, bro.
Made TMZ.
It made TMZ. It's unbelievable. Hey, and 0 arrests have been made.
I've
Let's
heard
go.
they're Melrose guys.
Nice.
Oh, they might be.
Yeah. Is that true? I see somebody perk up in the back who might know. Some kid got bottled. Some girl's tit came out in
Yeah.
the middle of it. What a proud moment if you're like her fucking dad. You know what I mean? And she had the fucking tattoo up Hot Dog Highway right here, too. It was like fucking worst. You know what I mean?
Did you see the dude's black eye in that video?
What's
He had
that?
like a fucking purple black eye by the time that
Oh.
video was even being taken.
Dude, he got bottled, I think, right across here.
Oh, so it was a cut? It wasn't.
Yeah, I think it was a cut. Yeah.
Did anyone see how fucking big that line was?
Oh,
Before anything happened,
Listen.
they're like, look at Kowloon and the 300 kids that are in their 20s. What the
listen,
fuck you think was
listen. Let
gonna
me tell you
happen?
right now. Let me tell you right now. This is what people. I think we all understand this because we're from here.
Brian
when you
Block
do
is
that,
having a hot on.
yeah, this
fucking
is
listening
this
to
is like a fucking. This is like when you put this many kids who are like 21, 22 from this area together, opposing towns, it's a powder keg. Like probably like fucking 9 8-balls in the bathroom, like just waiting to go off. You know what I
Right.
mean? Some guy grabs some girl's ass, it's wicked tight in there. Like that Hong Kong room or whatever it's called is not fucking big.
No.
You know what I mean? And that's where that fight was.
Yeah.
You
And
could tell.
so I've
Me and
talked-
Brian Bark was sitting right there
I've
like
talked-
2 weeks ago.
I've talked to a couple people and they're like, well, they had like 6 cop details. I go, yeah, they did a great job too.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know what they should do? They
That
should-
video does. Everyone's like, everyone in Saugus Police, come here. Everyone, reel it in. You guys all stink.
Yeah.
What? You couldn't do anything?
Well, I mean, listen, I'll tell you right now, that one big dude who got bungled, and then all of a sudden he was like, he was kind of giving up, and then I think he was just playing like lame, and all of a sudden he came back fucking flying. Like,
They all should be working security at Square Mall.
well, I mean, half of them probably do. Like, I mean, there's always like a Mensa convention in there. You know what I mean? It was fucking like,
I
what
needed
the
a little bit more
fuck are we
effort.
doing? You know what I mean? Like, he's a fucking zero
Everyone
central
hates the
dude.
police to begin with, so like you got to make an effort. If the cops, if the film's on you,
Listen, we
hit
have
somebody.
fucking pro police around here. I just want to say that, right?
Yeah,
unless they're being, unless they're like beating up black people. Everybody knows that at Malcolm X how I was a kid.
Right.
I'm all for everybody. Diversity, trans, blacks,
Yep.
fuck,
Blacks.
fuck Hispanics, as Joy Vogt said. All right.
But that's
anyways.
why you don't go out that night. Stay home with the family. Don't go out on the night
Hold
before
on.
Thanksgiving.
Hold on.
And get bottled.
Regardless,
Danny
if you-
can't. This was Danny hung his hat
know,
on this
I
in the
know,
draft.
he did.
all I
Did you
can
go out the night before?
I didn't.
All right,
I didn't.
yeah, yeah.
But I this was a draft of the best of the best. That's a great night to go out.
I agree with you. I'm telling you right now, you had if you just had a mediocre fifth, like, excuse me, you had just a mediocre fifth.
No, everyone loved custard pie, football, and fucking
Listen.
stupid family.
Here's the thing: everybody likes Fitzy more than me and you. Everybody knows that.
I get it.
Yeah, like including my dad.
Wait till
Like,
you hit. So I thought today was a draft. Apparently it's not. But I got a lot of stuff to talk about.
All right, you want to draft it? It's holiday frauds, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll draft it. Fuck it. Right? Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm going to be lost again, dead air on my 4th and 5th pick.
Doesn't matter. I'm coming in last.
I have 5. Yeah, listen.
I
You
agree.
have time to think. You have time to think.
This is a stupid game. It's a stupid game.
Listen, I'm going to give you first pick.
No,
You want first
no,
pick?
no.
Yes.
No.
No, he probably
Yeah.
wants the last. Probably
No,
wants the steak draft.
no. I really don't care.
I just want
take
a
first
beer.
and
I
then
just want
we'll
a
go
beer.
to Jeff.
Jesus Christ.
I know, we've been
Fuck,
asking
I didn't
for
get a fucking beer.
The last time we asked, fucking Bush was in fucking presidency.
Hold on, listen. I got sidetracked. I got fucking sidetracked.
Hey, you know how you can tell you're at a gay cookout? The hot dogs taste like shit. That's how you know.
Hey, you.
You don't edit this, right?
Remember
never,
when we said
never,
we
never.
remember when we said we don't edit it?
By the way, I've told this joke before, but this jokes are good. So this is my favorite. My wife's dad is famous for like pulling you aside
No
and be like,
fresh limes, huh?
and like telling you a good joke.
Famous for
But telling us joke. So this joke is like I forget most of them because they're fine, whatever. But he's like, this guy goes to this bar every night, gets shit faced out of his mind, comes home, throws up on himself, pisses his pants. And his wife's like, if you come home one more night, throw up on yourself, piss your pants, she's like, you're fucking out of here, you're done. Over. So he's like, all right. So he goes to the bar. He's just drinking fucking seltzers and seltzer water and like cranberry. And his buddy comes in. He's like, what are you doing? You're not drinking? He's like, nah, dude, she's done with me. If I fucking drink one more time and throw up myself, anything happens to me, like piss my pants again, it's fucking over. And he's like, oh, dude. He's like, listen. He's like, I got a fucking foolproof plan. He's like, you don't always throw up. He's like, so I'll put $20 in your fucking pocket here. She says, what happened? Some guy puked all over me. I was dead sober, and this pays for the dry cleaning. So yeah, that's fucking genius. So they get fucking smoked. He goes home. She answers the door, and she's like, you threw up on yourself again. And he goes, no. He goes, no. He's like, some guy threw up on me, gave me $20 for throwing up on me for the dry cleaning. And she opens the jacket, and she goes, there's 40 in here. He goes, hey, shit my pants, too.
That's fucking good.
Thank you, Dr. Kelleher.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, Jeff, you can start. Christmas frauds, holiday frauds.
No, Danny's up first.
No, I'm
pick.
not.
No, he wants
no,
last.
no,
He
no.
wants the snake. He wants the
no.
snake.
I don't care where I'm at. I'm going to lose. I'm fine with it. But always the guest. Always the guest first.
Okay.
We can go that way. We can go this way.
I agree.
All right, so I was thinking about, it's all the rage now, but it's been going on for a while. It's the polar plunge, that Thanksgiving Day thing.
It's fucking.
Everybody goes-
Why didn't I think it? Oh, it's a
They
Boston
go in
thing.
the water, right? They go
Genius.
in the water. It's fucking freezing.
Yeah.
So my wife's she's been into this thing for the last like few weeks now, and now she's like got me into it. So we're going for these polar, going into the ocean.
You've been doing this?
I've been doing it. It's fucking out of hand.
So 'cause we do have a lot of people that aren't from our area.
Yep.
Give it a little fucking rundown.
All right, so it's also called winter swimming if you're down on the South Shore, like winter swimming. They go down to Antasca Beach. They're fucking up in the ocean, And the water, it's freezing, right? So you go in, and the whole idea, like you listen to like Joe Rogan. He has a podcast too.
He's got a podcast.
So he's been talking about this for a while. All the benefits of like going into the cold water. Like he does he's got like an ice bath that he gets into. So now it's all the rage. All these people like going on the ocean and it's freezing cold. So you go in. So she's done it a few times. She's got all these friends on the South Shore. Like I know we're on the North Shore, which is fucking like might as well be Canada. You guys probably used to it up here. It's really cold, right?
Do you want
Is it up here?
to? Oh, we could go for years about this, but go ahead.
Oh, so yeah. So anyway, it's the whole thing. It's all, this polar plunge thing. It's all these. There's all these benefits. So I'll tell you, like we went. I was done it a few times with the friends, and then she dragged me, and I did it. So you go in, and you gotta go in the ocean, and you dip. You submerge yourself for 3 minutes, and it's painful, right?
Yeah.
But we go over the other day. This is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and we're supposed to go over to Southie and do it over there. There's no tide. There's it's like a lake. You can just do it there. But I got worried about the traffic because when it started getting a little hairy with the traffic, so I'm like, you know what? I don't want to go all the way. Let's just go right here, Malibu Beach. I don't know if you guys know, and you're not South Shore guys, but if you know Malibu Beach, there's probably no more misleading description about a beach than fucking Malibu Beach, like Malibu Beach. Like it should be Malibu, because I'm telling you, when I came out of there, we still smell. But we go in, right? We go down, it's low tide, we go right to the edge, and I put my flip-flops down, and we're going in, because once you decide, like, you're doing it, you just do it.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how, like, you just like, we're going for it. So we start walking in, but it's all mucky now. It's muck. Yeah, and I'm not exaggerating when I say I get fucking mud up to my knees. I'm sunk that deep. But I'm also like cutting my feet on like shells and glass and shit like that. I don't know. But also it's, the water's like 50 degrees. You're freezing.
Yeah.
The one distraction is how disgusting it is. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, they tell you just breathe. You breathe in and out. I'm freezing. But also there's like a mud cloud coming up around me. Like, oh, it's disgusting. And Michelle, my wife, she's like, she's facing towards the shore. I'm facing out towards like the ocean, like trying to like get my. She's like, oh yeah, your flip flops are floating away. Like now my flip flops are going in opposite directions as I'm freezing my balls off and I'm all muddy. Make a long story short, I come out of there like but you're numb. Everything's numb. And that night I'm lying in bed and I'm like, I get cuts all over my feet. Now I can feel them. I let my feet thawed out like 12 hours later. I'm like, I can feel these cuts on my feet. And I'm like, do I have E. coli? What did I get at Malibu Beach? It's a...
I would be worried about so many other things than E. coli, dude.
Yeah, that'd be the least of my worries.
Yeah. I mean, that was one thing that popped in my head. That was the only disease I could think of.
At what point weren't they like trying to put like methadone mild on there? Like I thought it was like needles and everything.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I probably stepped on 100 needles.
Dude, that's the only thing I thought of. I'm like, this guy's out of his mind.
Mud needles. But I had like the cucumbers on my eyes because it was muddy, so I put the cucumbers on my eyes. You know what I mean? I know how to do that.
Cucumbers on my eyes.
You're just out there
it's
relaxing.
disgusting. So we went to that. We went to Nantasket today with all her. Bridget Galvin, she runs this whole thing. There's like 30 broads down there, a couple gay guys, I assume, and me.
Was it a good time?
I love it.
It is kind of good. Everybody goes, they're all like, hooting and hollering and everything. You go out there and you're freezing. But I'll tell you, you walk out of there and you're like, why did I do that? What was the point of that? I don't know. But you feel good. And
So wait, let me ask you this: is the fraud pole plunge or is the fraud Malibu Beach pole plunge?
The fraud is the polar plunge. It's
Okay,
like a big thing, like on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't do it up here somewhere.
Yeah, the brownies, right? That was
They do it, yeah,
Yeah,
M Street brownies, yeah.
Danny knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Those
hold
guys
on.
live to 100. That's probably why.
But wait
Yeah.
a minute, do they just do it for a gaff or like do they raise money or something?
No, they're just doing it. Well, listen, I'm telling you, like, take it or leave it. There's a million like benefits supposedly from doing this like cold plunge thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you just did it for the benefit?
I just said it's my wife made me do it.
Yeah. Like most things in life.
Yeah, she's a good shit. So I said, I'll go.
She's a good shit.
Andy did it in Savin Hill because the traffic was
I'm
bad.
so
going in
glad
front.
that just my all she wants to do is go to Walmart. It's like that's bad. I don't know if I can do that. I'm fucking crazy.
Wait, what's your next one?
Mine?
No, you're up.
Oh, I'm up.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like if like my wife wanted to be like, hey, let's go dip our bodies into the fucking Revere Beach and fucking on a Monday, I'd be like, I don't think I'm good. I'd rather just get Bianchi's pizza.
Yep, Danny, you're not a good husband. Like
Yeah.
Honestly,
You're telling me.
it's a big thing right now. There's a guy called Wim Hof. You guys
Oh,
heard
yeah,
of him?
yeah. He does, like,
so
the
he's
deep-
a breathing exercise guy, and then he swears by
He's a
the ice
fucking
bath.
fraudster, I believe.
I'm telling you.
Dude, ding dong ditch when I was 12 years old. It's the best way you're gonna get a fucking breathing exercise.
Breathing
Dip and
exercises.
fucking go, bro.
I've been doing the breathing exercises for probably a year and a half right now.
How you feeling?
I had bad asthma, and my asthma is almost gone.
Really?
Lyrical
Do you think
exercise
that also?
by
All right,
Jay-Z.
let me ask you a question. Okay.
I've taken
You also
in-
lost a significant amount of weight in that time.
Yes.
Which do you think has more to do with it, Wim Hof or the weight loss?
So I think. All right. So yeah, it might be a placebo, right? So I
Whoa,
stopped.
what does that word?
I stopped.
You know what a placebo is?
No chance.
$10
It's like a
heads over
platypus,
here.
but it's different.
Yeah, stay with us. Stick with us, Danny.
it's like a gazebo, except you don't eat it. Except you eat it.
So I do the Wim Hof breathing first
Yes.
thing in the morning, right? And that gets me in a mind state to go on and continue trying to be healthy for the day with my diet and with exercise and with fucking cold showers.
Fitzy, so listen, that's one of the things they say about this. It's something that you do at the beginning of the day. You did it.
It's hard.
You're tired, right? You accomplished something.
Yes.
So you don't want to
And
make
then
a
it's
bad
all-
decision to counteract that what you already did.
Boom.
Yeah.
There you go.
So listen, Panuzzo, who listens to the show, who's my buddy I went to college with. He's
Danny,
a
you're
fucking
getting older.
like big time health coach. Like
It's coming. It's coming, Danny.
got
Oh,
guys
I know.
on the-
I see the Grays, baby.
He's got guys on the Rams and everything. Like he would tell you this. I believe I would let him tell. Well, someday when he comes here, we'll get him on the show, and he'll make fun of me for being a fucking like he used to be like I'm taking the fuck. He was a great basketball player. Be like I'm taking the fucking oil off this pizza. I'm like, give me the oil. I'll just eat that. Like fucking total piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like. But he would tell you the same thing. Like the hottest things you do make the rest of the day be like whatever. He tells me that all the time. Sometimes I listen. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes I drink beers on Sunday nights and I get out of line. That's what
Same,
happens. You know what I
same.
mean? All right, Danny, you're up.
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna have a 25-minute discussion about this one, but It's still going to be pretty good because it's a fucking fraud like you read about. It's called Zoo Lights.
Oh, that's a number. That's a great one. But now explain what this is.
No. Fucking, this is what happens. You go, gee, that's a great one. You're going to win this fucking draft. And then I get smoked. Zoo Lights.
Listen.
Right? Franklin Park, Stone Zoo, what's the one in Providence up in York? They all fucking make zero money in the wintertime. So they I don't know, slaughter all these animals and they just take all these fucking places and put Christmas lights in there and they still take your fucking money. It's a joke.
I think the animals are inside, safe. I don't think they killed them.
No, there's like certain ones that you can see.
But I'll tell you this.
You can see a pigeon or two.
Dude,
You know what's a fraud? Is going to fucking Franklin Park Zoo at night. That's a fraud.
dude.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, you don't want to get shot going down to fucking zoo lights.
Listen, last night
There's
I had
a lot of whiteys there.
I
by the
actually
way.
used
I've been to both.
I'm not one of them.
Listen, last night we did the Craft Beer Mafia page, and this guy Charlie said he was going there for zoo lights. I go, I made a video. I go, this reminds me. It actually was Josh's line at a wedding that there was a kid there that was wicked shit faced at church already. Josh goes, it's the best fucking get out. When you know somebody else is worse than you off. He goes, it's the best. He's like, you're like fucking, you can do whatever you want. Like that kid's fucking mess right now. Like, and you're scot free. I'm picturing this kid fucking trotting around zoo lights with his little kids. I'm like, what a zero. Like I'm gonna be sitting in my garage fucking drinking beers with my kids.
The only thing that I have, like when I go to zoo lights, because I have to go every fucking year for pitches and other nonsense.
Yeah, because you have little kids.
Yeah, but guess what? She can drive, and I got a little in the fucking cup. Oh, it's just coffee. No
Nipsey
problem.
Russell in the
Here we
cup.
go.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm licking light bulbs fucking an
Well,
hour
I'll tell you
in.
right now, this is what I said last night. And here's the thing about zoo lights. Here's the fucking facts about this place. You go to the Stone Zoo for zoo lights, right? You're gonna pretend you're kind of having fun, but you're not. Your
No
wife's
one-
also gonna pretend she's having fun.
No one's
also be
having
slightly mad at you because she knows you're pretending, even though she's also pretending. The kids aren't even gonna ever fucking remember it.
They have no
and
idea.
here's the other thing: when they go to look and they're like, "Oh, where's the animals?" You're like, "There's a hamster cage over there."
That's
Because
it.
Stone Zoo's got nothing.
That's it.
They got zero fucking animals there.
Look at the gerbil. Oh, little Kevin has one next door to our
yeah,
house.
5 flamingos and a hamster. Like that's what they have there. It's fucking brutal.
So dumb.
Look at the guy who works here. He's an animal.
Okay, animals.
He's got a bunch of lights wrapped around him.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he does.
Sir, what are you? I am the flamingo.
Would you rather fall into a lion cage or a fucking silverback gorilla cage? Like you got to choose right now.
I'm a lion. I'm a Leo. I was born in August. Days are ransom.
What are you going?
Gorilla.
You're going gorilla.
Yeah.
Silverback gorilla, dude.
I think I'm going gorilla and just pretending I'm dead.
Silverback gorilla will take this garage down 2 seconds. A Leo's just going to be like, nah, they're having a good time.
Have you seen how hairy my back is?
Yeah, you
I
can fit right
like,
in.
I feel like they're gonna be like respect.
Imagine you became the new.
Yes, right?
Imagine
I
you
think
became.
He's gonna run up on me.
You
and
could
I'm gonna
like
be
buddy up with him. You
"What,
could like.
dude?"
I think
And
I
he'll be
could charm him
cool.
to the and we'd be buddies.
Dude, imagine
like,
Fitzy
we're
took
good.
over the gorilla cage.
My
He's like the
barber
fucking
doesn't know
leader.
where the haircut ends. So like,
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Every time we go to the beach, my brother's like, "Hey, who lined up your back?"
Yeah, it's bad, dude. It's bad.
You better put some sunscreen in your front.
All right, I'm gonna go. All right. I got 2 that could go first, but I'm going with this one first because these are from the people that brought you apple picking. They've also brought you
Loses.
come to our farm, pay $128 and cut down your own tree. You do the labor. Cut the tree down. Like I had this conversation on Thanksgiving, which during Thanksgiving I was well overserved. Maggie said that I was acting like a bully several times, like to people. Now, as I've said before, my brother-in-law Nate, who does listen to the show, could fucking break me in half. He's also kind of a dummy sometimes. He was like, "You got to cut down your own tree. It's like so fucking awesome." I'm like, dude, I don't ever want to do that. I think that's a thing for dumb people to do. It's like if you're a dummy, you're like, oh. Like, yeah, I'll come to you. I'll drive 80 minutes to your farm for a tree that you grew that you don't even have the fucking balls to cut down and put on a truck and bring to Home Depot. I gotta go get it. Imagine going to Home Depot. Be like, "You have any trees?" Like, well, you gotta drive to Boxford, and they got them there, but you gotta also cut it down. What are you talking about? It's one thing to pick an apple off the fucking tree, get down under the sap fucking thing, and I see my brother-in-law Nate yelling at my nephew Will, not yelling, but talking sternly. He's like, don't don't pull it apart. He's like, you don't want to break the stem. I'm like, this fucking stem? Like, you know what, dude? That is
Twist
some
it.
fucked up shit. Like, let them cut it down, bring it to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, wrap it in a fucking thing and strap it to your roof and give them the fucking money.
Yeah, it's
Better
only-
yet, go to Home Depot and get a fucking fake. It doesn't change my feeling of the Home Depot, the fucking Christmas spirit at all.
It's one of the only memories I got with my dad, who is no longer with the company. So there you go. Thanks,
Of
Brendan.
what? Cutting down your own tree?
Yeah, he would take me on a weekend. We'd go up to, like, I don't know, basically Canada to cut down a tree.
A random tree? Not, but this is what I like about the story. I guarantee it wasn't a place that you paid for it. You just went on the property and cut it down.
My father wasn't paying for anything.
We're in the woods. We're in the woods and cut down a tree.
I just said, I was like, basically Canada. I was like, we were in the fucking station wagon forever. Forever. I'm like, Dad, when are we doing? Shut your mouth, dude. Grab the wheel.
I'll tell you right now,
Griswolds.
that's a less of a fraud though.
Yeah.
That's like you're not going to Boxford and paying some guy $98 for a fucking Charlie Brown.
Brandon, I can just tell you, my brother-in-law up in New Hampshire, they do this every year.
Yeah.
And they go to this tree farm, and there's, a shitload of trees, or there's no trees. Like, depends on when you get there. And they got there just yesterday, and, like, the place was bare. It was like they couldn't find a tree. And my sister-in-law, Jamie, God love her, like, she's like, we're not leaving until we get a tree. So they got... They'll probably not listen to this, but they got a real shitty tree. Yeah. My daughter told me she was up there with her cousins. She's like, oh, yeah, mom, they got the worst fucking tree.
I
Oh,
Like,
can look right through it.
I fucking love
it's
it.
8 feet wide and like 2 feet tall. You know what I mean?
By the way, Nate's saying, he's sending me the video. He's like, majestic. I'm like, yeah, majestic. I'm like, you're hungover like I am on Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving, and you're trotting around that you're pretending to have fun, just like a person at Zoo Lights. The difference is Zoo Lights, you get back in the car, you just drive home. It's not a big deal. You
Nate's
can leave anything you
also
want.
a guy quoted as saying, got to get to the peak.
Yeah.
Got to go take pictures of
Got to
the
get to the peak.
Yeah,
Well, he does get to the peak. I'm not a peak guy.
absolutely.
I'm a Home
I'm not
Depot-
saying,
Hey,
I'm not saying
and by
he's
the
a
way,
fraud.
there's nothing wrong with not going to the peak. You're here. We're here with
Well,
us.
there's just two different. Listen, some people
We're not
tomato.
We're not
You know what I
going
mean?
to the peak, and we're not going to fucking Boxford to cut our own trees.
We're not
going
cutting
to Zoo
down
Lights.
our own trees.
That's who we are.
All right, Fitz, you get back to back.
Before that, I'm gonna say that I was a fake tree guy all my life, right? So this was one of
Really?
mine. Yeah, this was one of mine. Dude, I grew up in Somerville.
No,
There's
I understand that.
fucking trees there.
I get that.
So I was a fake tree guy my whole entire life, right? Even when I got married, we had a fake tree. Then we left Somerville, had my kids, and we started going and grabbing a real tree, picking out the tree,
Process.
decorating it. You guys turned me off from A Christmas Story's Christmas, the sequel to actually the third
Yeah, I
one
think it's
for
fine.
Christmas. In 2022, they released it. Ralphie, you know Ralphie?
Yeah.
Christmas Story, Shoot Your Eye Out. There's a one when he's older.
I didn't know that.
Have you seen that?
No.
It released last year, 2022. Go home and watch that. It's fucking awesome. Anyone that's listening right now, go home and watch that fucking movie because it's fucking great. There's a
There's
scene.
no way, like, no one else talked about it except for you.
No, I talked about it.
No,
No,
Brendan
no.
said-
I'm saying in, like, the world. No
yeah,
one
yeah,
else
I
yeah.
talked
never
about
heard
it.
of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
No, we talked about it.
about it, and Brendan said, "Yeah, you
Yeah.
can skip it," and I'm very disappointed with Brendan.
Well, I think you can skip a lot of things in life.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. You know?
But there's a scene in that movie,
Just skip
right?
this podcast, I'm being honest.
There's a scene in that
can't.
movie where he says, "This is the angriest I get every fucking year." Is when he's trying to land that fucking real Christmas tree in the holder.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
get it under the fucking roof, under the ceiling.
Yeah.
and he's scratching up the ceiling and he's scratching up the floor. And I'm looking at my wife. I'm like, and she's like, "Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. There's the floor scratched, the ceiling scratched, because every time when you do it, that's what happens. Because you get all pissed off and you just fucking slam it into the ground and put it under the ceiling." Anyway, so for 7 years, we've been doing real trees.
Yeah.
$45 7 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, we bought a tree, $95 fucking dollars.
At
for a Christmas
Colorado's,
tree.
right? You're telling
At
me?
Colorado's.
Yeah.
Fuck off, dude. So what did I do last year? I went in my backyard.
This is great.
And sawed a fucking Christmas tree down.
Did you?
Yeah.
Swear to God.
I was in my
unbelievable.
backyard from the people we bought the house from.
This shit's mine.
I didn't fucking plant the thing, but someone planted it. It's in my backyard. I was like, let's fucking go. $0. And it was literally Charlie Brown's Christmas tree.
Doesn't matter, dude.
It's picture,
a fu-
everyone's seen it. It's a fucking riot.
It's
It
the
looked beautiful. Lights up, and it's just there like this. Gnarly looking, dude, with fucking no branches. But everyone loved it, right? And that was going to be one of my frauds because this year, this year, Connor's like, hey, when are we putting up a Christmas tree? I'm like, dude, you can't buy a real tree right now. It's going to die by Christmas. I'm like, you want a fake tree? He goes, what do you mean? I'm like, if we buy a fake tree right
We
now,
have it forever.
it doesn't matter. We can put it up today. He
Put
goes,
up in July.
He goes, let's do a fake tree.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah, Home
Dude.
Depot, $2.99, done.
I've been rocking
It's in my fucking house right
I've been
now.
rocking a fake tree since fucking
I'm a big
2009 when me and Maggie got married.
I'm a big fake tree.
Dude, it's awesome. You put it up, it works. It doesn't, dude. Last time I had a real one, I'll never forget. I brought it out through the house, and it was like fucking. And I have a
Needle
small
central.
house. It was exploded everywhere.
Yeah.
It took me years to get all these needles out
It
of the
gets
fucking house.
dry, dude.
Yeah, it just
It's a
isn't-
fucking
yeah.
fire hazard.
And then the dog gets in there, and he's fucking licking in there, and he's fucking.
My-
It's French licking his fucking
I do miss the
fingers.
fact, like when my mother would be like, "Danny, you gotta water the tree," and I'd be like, "Yeah, all right." And I would water the tree, and like the bigger branches that were stronger than my actual wrist would just make the fucking pitcher of water go all over the floor, and I just completely missed the dish anyways. That's a true story. Like it's fucking Christmas morning. This fucking I don't know. It just looked like it was just the driest thing on earth. I tried. I was there. The effort was there.
Yeah.
You know.
We're gonna do 3 drafts, so it's not gonna be a 5 draft.
All right.
This is perfect,
Yeah, perfect.
right? Because this is good. This is a good conversation. So go ahead.
All right, so my first one is Hallmark.
Good one. Good fucking pick.
Fuck cards. Fuck buying cards. Fuck buying envelopes. Wrap a present. Buy a present, wrap a present, right?
Agreed. I hate cards. I
Take a
think cards
little
stink.
tiny scrap of fucking wrapping paper,
Write your name on it.
fold that shit in half,
Yeah.
Bang.
right to and from, and then you're not spending $10. It's like upwards of $10 to buy a
nuts.
fucking Christmas
Yeah,
card.
it stinks.
No, it's just Walmart. The Hallmark company. They're just
Yeah. But you go to Target and it's $8
Yeah.
for a card and an envelope.
Yeah.
You need to buy the card and
Yep.
the envelope. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And now, okay, so say someone just hands you a red envelope for Christmas.
Chinese person.
Yeah. But absolutely.
we've talked about
So,
that.
so follow that. What do you expect?
money.
Cash.
Yeah.
Scratch tickets, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. But I would rather you, if you're giving me cash or scratch tickets for my holiday, save you $8. Give me a white envelope or any envelope that you have, a cheap envelope.
Staples,
and go
like number fucking-
yeah, a fucking manila, to and from, with the cash in it, in the scratch tickets. Either way, give it to me like that. Say someone gives you a card and there's no cash and no scratch tickets.
It's the worst thing in the world.
Waste of fucking money.
It's a zero fucking
You
point zero.
just looked at me in my face. You could have said, "Hey, happy holidays, Merry Christmas,"
And I
Go
would have
fuck
loved you
yourself.
more.
Yeah,
Listen,
way more. Than
I'll tell you right
giving
now.
me
You
a
know who does
fucking
that? You know who
bullshit-ass
does
card.
that? It's like, and I'll say this right now. I love my entire extended family, but like you get a random aunt once in a while that would throw you, or like an uncle that would throw you like a note. And Maggie doesn't listen to this podcast, so it's not gonna matter. But she's got an uncle who's crazier than the shithouse rat. This guy's a genius, right? They grew up these 3 projects in Southie. He is fucking awesome guy. But he's like has his ups and downs. Every once in a while, he goes on like one of those manic episodes and sends a fucking letter and like a card, and I'm like, I see it like, woo boy. Like you open it, and there's like 9 like photographs of him like in like the 70s. It's like miss everybody. Like it's like whoa, like you just fucking went down the wrong road. You know what I mean? Like fucking really wild shit. You know. So yeah,
Unc.
I'm not a big card guy.
Yeah. And that being said, I buy my wife a card for every anniversary, birthday, all that shit because
Yeah.
I think it's like a nice sentiment. You know what I mean? But I'm not filling it with cash, and I'm not.
Dude, let me tell you the worst thing I ever did in my. Well, I've done a lot of bad things in my
No,
marriage,
it's-
but
I'm
worst
just
thing I've done face to
fuming
face
right now.
was Maggie. I was supposed to go to golf.
Let him talk first.
Supposed to go to a golf trip during Mother's Day. We didn't even have a child yet, so it didn't really fucking. Actually, we did. We had Tess, and I'm like, fucking Hallmark holiday, and she was like,
Really?
she didn't even do that. She was like, yeah, whatever, and let me go, and then like waited with like the sword like behind the
Came
door.
home. I just
I was
think
like,
it's funny
Hallmark
how
holiday? Like,
there it
like,
is.
I was like, ah, like,
Yeah.
why'd you let me go? I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know. Like, it is, by the way, it's a bullshit holiday.
Yeah.
Father's Day's a bullshit holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stinks.
Yeah, but I still want to
gives a
golf. I
fuck?
still want to golf, dude. Let me golf.
You know what though? Father's Day, as my father says, Tom Ahern, who listens to the show, will tell you, It's the worst day to golf because the worst golf is golf because they bring their father out.
Yeah,
who's
me.
90 years. No, not you. You move fast on the course. I'm talking about 90-year-old fucking dickheads or guys who never play. Like, and they bring them out there. They trot them out there like fucking like puppets, and they don't know where to put their bag. They don't know where to pick up the ball. They don't fucking replace their divot marks, and it takes 9 hours to play a fucking round of golf.
Sure.
So, what? It's Father's Day, so you go out there just by yourself?
No, like there was a couple. Like if normally, like I go with other fathers. Like we get a couple.
Oh, okay.
You know, quick
Father's
meetings.
crew that I'm not invited to apparently.
Well, I wasn't invited to yours.
All right. I don't play golf on. If I play golf on Father's Day, my father would kill me. He'd fucking personally kill me. All right, go ahead, Fitzy.
My second one, It's a Wonderful Life.
I will tell you right now, I am
The movie?
in on this take,
Yeah.
but I do enjoy the movie. I'll just say that.
As much as I've never seen it, because fuck that movie.
Absolutely.
Never
Fuck
seen
that movie.
it.
You know what the premise is, right?
The guy's a piece of
Rape?
shit.
Is it rape or something?
No, it's not
Did you
rape.
say it's rape?
I wish.
Premise of Wonderful Life is this rape.
I fucking wish that'd be a top 5 movie.
It's about a priest back in the 1980s. And it was
Father
It
Gagan.
was a
That's what it's
wonderful-
about.
Father Gagan.
He takes a kid in the back room. He's like, "It's a wonderful life." He sticks his dick in his mouth.
Jesus
No, this
Christ.
is fucking. This dude, his name's George. His
He was
name's.
he was a bit quirky, that Father Gagan.
I'm trying to get away from this at this point, but so his name's
Come on, this is fucking funny.
his name's George Bailey, right? He's a family man who's fucking down on his luck at Christmas. George, who the fuck isn't?
I agree with you.
Man, the fuck, he's ready to jump off a bridge and kill himself. That's the premise
The
of the
name
movie.
of the movie's called A Wonderful Life, and he's ready to kill himself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because-
He's a sellout. That's what
Yeah,
it's
so
all
I'll give you
about. He's a
the
sellout.
rundown, right? Can I do
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
I'll
go
give you the
ahead.
2-second rundown.
Yep.
He's about to kill himself because he's a fucking zero and he's got no fucking mental fucking strength. And this fucking fat angel comes along, who's a guy, by the way, which is weird.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, like fucking whatever." And he stops the guy and he's like, "Hey, let me." He shows him his life without him in it. And everybody's a piece of shit. Like just total town's turned to shit. The place is ruined, and he's like non-existent. So like the whole place is falling to shit, which by the way is bullshit because he was the zero anyways.
Yeah.
But then he like wants his life back. But it's like it's a wicked long movie. It's not even really a Christmas movie. It's almost like calling Die Hard a Christmas movie. Like it's really, it takes place at Christmas. It does have something to do with it, but there's nothing about really Christmas in there. You know what I mean? It's like that could have taken place on St. Patrick's Day.
Absolutely.
Piece of shit Irish guy wants to kill himself, throw himself off a bridge.
So this fucking loser piece of shit.
Ain't no
needs a-
more Guinness.
He needs,
Yeah.
he needs a fat angel to come and show him what life would have been like if he wasn't around.
Yeah.
Fuck off, dude. Man the fuck up. You got a fucking wife and kids.
And the bonus
He needs
scenes,
his fucking fat angel
in
to
the
come and
bonus
tell him
scenes,
what.
like I
You
used to
need a
have the
baggage
DVD.
job at Stop and Shop.
Yeah, I used to have the DVD.
Man the fuck up.
That's it.
Stop being soft.
In the bonus scenes,
like he's from Medford.
there was bonus scenes that cut out that when he like
Fitzy's
'cause,
back on the good side.
They wanted to see how bad the town was. Like afterwards, like there was a bunch of kids getting raped in the town, but like they cut it out of the movie because it was too like intense.
This is a real scene in the movie, and it's when George Bailey's having his shitty life, like when they show him his shitty life, and this hot, it's black and white, but
Yeah.
but she's hot, some hot broad who liked him when he was like a good guy, comes up and she's like. And she's like, "Hey, Joe," and he's like trying to make a move on her.
Yeah.
He gets aggressive with her, and she's like, kind of like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Sounds like every guy at Faneuil Hall ever. Why would you even fucking think that, dude?
In his good life, he turns away the hot girl.
Yeah.
In his bad life, he goes after her.
And she won't fuck him.
she's not having it. She's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like,
His life stinks either way.
and it's old. It's like so it's like the editing's all fucked up. At the beginning scene, it's just him and her. And the next scene, when she's telling him to fuck off, there's like 50 people around, like, get out of here! Like a fucking loser.
You fucking piece of shit.
Terrible fucking fraud of a movie.
All right. All right. So I got one more after this, so I can use this. This brings me to my next thing. It actually bleeds right into this. When you walk up to somebody, like I'll tell you right now, here's how I tend to try to live my life, right? We all got our own shit, right? That's going on in our heads. That most of it's not fucking awesome. And like, how you doing? Doing fucking great. You know what? I can't stand 2 comments around Christmas. One, doesn't really feel like Christmas. First of all, second one being
Dude, the first one is so good, though.
yeah.
Doesn't feel like Christmas.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Christmas. The second one being like,
not
I have a
enough
really.
snow.
It's usually, by the way, can I just be honest? It's usually a woman saying this, but there's a lot of fucking zero guys that say shit like this too. It's like, I hate the holidays. That's my dad passed away 2 years ago at the holidays. Like, you know how many people passed away at the holidays? A lot. Like a lot in this world. Most people. Like. I don't like the holidays because my family's not around. Fuck your family. Fuck you. You're a fucking loser. Like, you sit there and fucking, now you're going to impart your negative energy onto me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to enjoy the holidays.
Makes me feel like I don't know what I'm like.
Listen,
how are
I'll
we
tell
gonna
you
do
right
this?
now, there's a woman who works at the bank that I have to go do all my banking for work at, right? And she's great, whatever. She's a fine lady. When you ask her, when I go, hey, how's it going? She goes, I'm doing awesome. I'm doing awesome. I know she probably isn't. I know from talking to her, she's a single mom. She's got a daughter in college. Like, she's probably not fucking killing life all the time. But, like, she understands that's what people want to hear.
She
and
gets
you know
it.
what?
She gets it.
Dude,
And she
nobody
don't-
gives a fuck.
She only wants a 30-second conversation with you. Also,
Yeah. Now, if
She's
you were
had-
like,
not just you, just everybody. I
she's-
wasn't saying that
she's
to be a
had enough.
dickhead. She just gets it.
yeah,
She's got enough on her plate. She doesn't want to hear your nonsense.
That's what I'm
either.
saying.
Go chop chop. It's
that's
quick.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We need a
Let's
quick
get
8
this
hours
fucking
today.
Yeah, 100%. We need to get through this. We're
Yeah.
gonna feel good about it. It is what it is.
She was just telling me what I want to hear. That's what I want everybody to tell me.
100%.
I want everybody to tell me what I want to hear.
I don't wanna fucking sit there and have a long conversation. Like, how's work going? It's going great. It's going good. You know what I mean? Like, cause, dude, don't
Killing
give
it.
your fucking negative shit. Doesn't
Killing
matter.
it. I'm driving an A4.
And they don't give a fuck, anyways.
Yeah.
And then it creates a subconscious thing in somebody's head saying, when I see this guy, it's kind of not awesome all the time. You know
don't
what I
wanna
mean?
hear about your issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got my own shit I'm dealing with.
Yeah. Exactly. 100%.
Fat, drunk.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Yeah, eating way too much for the holidays. And then people are like, well, it's the holidays. Brendan, I said that the other day. I'm like, dude, I feel like shit. I'm fat and drunk and I've been eating like a
It's the
dick.
holidays.
Brendan's like, it's the holidays. And I'm like, it is the holidays.
Dude, I'll tell you right now. As fucking,
And I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, it's the holidays.
Yeah,
Let's give
listen,
me another beer.
as Jimmy O'Malley's,
From Ireland.
what? Yeah, you got it. Deirdre would say, Deirdre just says, hey, steer into the skid. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, you're up.
Well, all right.
Find you a beer.
So I've talked about this a zillion times. Doesn't get enough credit. What do we got here? Hell yeah. Shout out to the Italians, dude. Peroni, nothing wrong with this. How about to the winner today? Fucking DeVito, Tommy DeVito. That's to him. That fucking fraud.
It helps the draft. Like,
My second pick, right?
Yeah.
Should be my first for life. Paul McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time sucks multiple dicks. And I'll tell you what, I've hated this fucking song for as long as I can remember.
You could have actually just lumped in like horrible Christmas songs with this and named them off.
I could have.
Mariah?
No, because I love that song.
No.
I do. I swear to God, I do.
I don't
I
mind
love
that song. I don't hate it.
I think people like hatred over that is a little overrated.
I love that.
It's a great one.
It's the best.
You know what song?
And she's fucking smoking hot
She
in the
is
video.
hot.
She's a little heavier now. That's
That's fine, by the way. Listen,
Chill.
pretty sure Maggie doesn't want to listen to the show.
Paul McCartney, the Beatles, I hate them all. And that song is terrible. I don't know who was like, this one's going to fucking hit today, boys. It never happened.
In the States.
That's pretty good Cockney
Oh,
accent.
fuck,
right there.
I'll tell you right now. This one's going, America's going to love this one. No, it never fucking happened. It came to Boston. I was like, this is garbage. This is simply have fucking retards. I hate them all.
Dude, what's that one? The song that's like the girls where it's like Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's like
No.
Merry Christmas.
What fucking
Merry
song
Christmas.
is that?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's the
It's a fucking stinks.
it's the waitresses. They sing
Yeah,
that song.
yeah. That's the one that's on all the time. That I
It's
think
the one
stinks.
about, I never knew this because I don't know the lyrics. I don't listen to the lyrics or anything.
Yeah.
And that's a whole story about this chick. She meets this guy like over the summer or something like that. They keep missing each other and then they end up at the supermarket looking for cranberry sauce and yada, yada, yada. They fucking get together and,
Wait,
you know.
is that for real?
Yeah. That's
It's like Alice's Diner or something.
No.
Jesus Christ.
But like, if they're looking for cranberry sauce, these are my people.
Yeah, that's right. It's true.
Ocean Spray's right here. But, yeah, it didn't hit.
You would
like I
love
was
to.
gonna-
I will say I got 3 texts in a row from people being like, cooking their own cranberry sauce, being like, you and Danny can fuck off with your canned cranberry sauce. I'm like,
Idiots.
yeah.
Idiots.
So, like I said,
Lay's
in
Curtain
the
Irish.
episode, I skip cranberry sauce no matter what. And I don't even think there was cranberry sauce the whole entire Thanksgiving. I don't think it was there.
It's crazy.
You mean the original?
No.
You mean the
This
band?
past Thursday at my family's house. But so then I'm making leftover pies. I'm making leftover Thanksgiving pie, right? And you need cranberry sauce and gravy to like mix down and make the fucking pie moist because otherwise it's fucking gonna dry out. So my wife went. She got a jar of gravy and a can of ocean spray, and I put that shit in.
I saw it. Saw the
Yeah,
video.
it was good.
But I'll tell you what, and I'm not gonna make it. Today's my daughter's second birthday. When she was
Happy birthday, Bailey.
Nope, Riley.
No, Riley.
Whatever.
When she was in the NICU, dude, that's all I remember hearing was that song. And I remember saying it to the nurse who's like taking care of my sick daughter. And I go, do you know why every kid in here is sick? She goes, why?
They have to listen to
Because
Paul
Paul
McCartney.
McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time, dude. Oh my God.
having-
And she's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I gotta,
You know what? I agree.
try to make someone laugh.
That song does stink.
It's
It has no
terrible.
like rhythm to it either.
It's terrible.
It's actually the most like white person song of all time.
Who's on the fucking
Simply
keyboard
having-
going?
Yeah.
That shit hits, dude.
Yeah, it stinks.
Dun, 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 dun. And everyone, we're just all out here just on acid. Like,
So
what are we
don't-
doing?
I don't hate it.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Fitz.
I don't.
Fitz,
And
you're doing,
I
Fitz,
said I
Fitz,
brought up
you're doing
Mariah
this.
Carey. No,
You're
I'm
doing
not.
this
I'm
for
not.
a reason.
I'm not. And I brought up Mariah
not a
Carey.
bit.
I brought up
This is
Mariah Carey.
WWF
too.
right now.
So Mariah Carey's the one standout where I'd be like, oh, I get it. People hate that song. I don't hate that song either.
Song's
I feel like anything that is getting me towards Christmas, it like makes me feel good. Because I feel like cozy.
You love Christmas. You said
I
that.
Like,
love
all right, you want me to
Christmas.
give you a fucking banger of a Christmas song, like "Run, Run, Rudolph" by Chuck Berry?
Yeah, it's a great
Like,
one.
like you could fuck to
And
that song.
fucking,
You know what I mean? Like that song is like you can
Jingle
get
Bell
laid
Rock.
to it. You know what I mean?
Jingle Bell Rock.
Anything
Yeah.
from Johnny
So
Mathis,
good.
Wasn't
dude, I'm in.
Chuck Berry like into like necrophilia? I think I heard that. Also, yeah, he's like into necrophilia and heroin, as far as you know. You know who told me that? Father Gagan. Anyways, all right. Jeff, you're up.
So this is Christmas fraud type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You mentioned Father Gig, and I'll tell you, like,
Going to church.
you guys have no idea.
He's a fraud.
St. Brendan's. You mentioned St. Brendan's earlier. Like, I'm like an OG. Like, that's where Father Gig got his fucking start.
Yeah, he made his bones in that place.
Yeah, he did. And like, I was fucking walking through raindrops back in the day. Like, there was fucking pedophiles everywhere you turn around.
Yeah.
Like, baseball coaches, priests. We had a shitload of pedophile priests at St. Brendan's. Ton of them. They were everywhere.
I heard about that
But we had a bunch.
baseball
We had
coach.
we had like an all-star lineup. There was a guy named Father Nine. We used to call him Father Nine Hands because he was always tickling everybody. He every time he walked by, it felt like he was getting tickled no matter what. He was a good shit though.
Oh my God. Everyone in they're gonna be like, whoa, you're gonna crash on 93 right now.
So that's what I would say was a big holiday fraud is, doing the mass as an altar boy.
Yeah.
You think you're just bringing out poinsettias. Next thing you know, you're getting your butt fucked in the fucking back in the sacristy. You know what I mean? Not me.
That's a huge fraud.
Not me. Those guys are frauds, I'm telling you.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Dude, getting fucked as an altar boy being listed on the Facebook frauds list is fucking at Christmas time is gonna be a fucking. You think you're pretty?
Yeah, I mean,
How are
I'm
you
not
gonna
whining,
rank that
but I
in
mean,
the
did you
post?
really get fucked by the priest? Were you just hoping?
Dude, I know a guy, this is not a lie, who, like, he went to, like, one of the parishes that a guy was fucking diddling kids at. He was friends with my older sister. And he, like, told me this in confidence. And he's like, I went to this fucking guy's house, like, to the rectory. And the guy was like, he bought him, like, a fucking, knew he was into basketball, so he bought him, like, a Jordan poster or something. He's like, hey, he's like, take it with you. He's like, well, would you just put it down your pants for me? I'll help you put it down there. And, like, he's like, I just took it and I fucking just ran. I was like, sniffed this guy out. He's from Somerville, this kid, originally. And he's like, I fucking saw the lawsuit going in. He's like, so I fucking said, hey, this happened to me, and I got fucking 75 grand.
Wow.
And I'm like, and you didn't even get, like, have to beat the guy off or anything, like, for the 75 G's. You know what I mean? Like,
free 75 grand.
yeah, free 75. This is like, by the way, this is like the anti-spotlight podcast right now.
I could have got some money if I really was ruthless and just, you know.
Yeah, just lied.
I just could have done. I could have easily said it.
Yeah.
No question about
Yeah,
it.
you could have just like, I sucked this guy's dick. Like,
Yeah.
I need fucking $300,000.
I'd have to say I didn't like it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It was worse than fucking swimming in Malibu Beach. Hated it.
All right, so right now, this is the best. Jeff Clough's holiday frauds include the pole plunge and get raped by priests.
How are you going to write that on Facebook for people to judge this draft?
I'll figure it out in the morning.
It's gonna.
I'm writing. I am writing rape by priest. Go ahead. All right, you're up. You got one more.
You got one
Oh, you want more?
Yeah,
two
anything
in a
you
row.
want.
Jesus. I don't.
It's hard to follow that one up. You know,
It
it's
is.
an
I can't
encore.
really think of one, so I'm just going to tell you this. This guy walks into the bar, right? And this is fucking unbelievable.
By the way, you're gonna win this without even like having a third fraud. It's
This
unbelievable.
Unbelievable broad standing at the bar, right? And guy walks up to her and he's like, hey, what do you do? You know? And she's like, I'm a model. I'm a model. And he's like, oh yeah, model, huh? She was like, well, what do you do? He goes, I'm a magician. And she's like, no, you're not. He's like, yeah, I am. She's like, no, you're not. He goes, yeah, I'll prove it to you. He goes, stand up against the bar. He says, pull your skirt up, pull your panties down. So she does. And he gets up behind her and he goes, can you feel my thumb in your butt? And she's like, oh God, yeah, oh my God, I can. I can feel your thumb in my butt. He goes, ta-da! Merry Christmas.
Oh, by the way,
If you don't think I'm stealing that one, you're out of your mind.
it's a good time. It's a great time for some advertisers for us.
I gotta take a piss and regroup. I don't know.
Oh my God. All right. Bella's roast beef. And listen, do me a favor. Look up Tedco CM so I can get that phone number. All right. Somerville. Bella's roast beef. Listen. Harry's down in fucking Aruba sending me pictures of his, got the pulling the cork sticker on his fucking luggage.
He just sent me a picture personally,
Like right now.
yes, of a guy that I know from Malden. Shout out to Danny from National Grid who works my sister.
Love that guy.
Yep.
Was not raped by Father Gagan. Anyways.
By the way,
Listen.
not sober.
Oh my God. That guy looks wrecked. That guy doesn't even look like his eyes. He looks like he's like so.
He's got eyes. What do you
All
think,
right.
Fitz?
1211 Osgood Street. The location is North Andover, Massachusetts. It's a great place. It's a place where you can get one of the best roast beefs that's ever been made. It's a fact that is documented. They were the king of the beefs. Harry came as the king of beefs to our Halloween party. Harry's the best. Tedco. All right, listen, my boy Teddy. They are a Toys for Tots, Toys for Tots drop. So you got some you want to do some giving around the holiday? This is where you're going to do it. December 15th, you are not invited. But me, Danny, and Fitzy are for the Tedco party.
To sleep with Ted.
Get in bed with Ted. Yeah. Listen, if you're getting a renovation done in your house, you're getting a fucking basement done, get your fucking life together. All right? Get a hold of yourself, as my mother would say. Call Tedco. All right? 781-715. That's not the right number. Let's find out. I'll tell you right now. I can tell you right now. 617-996-6827. 617-996-6827. My guy, Teddy, he takes care of his people, all right? So if I find out that you had a renovation done in your house, you had a bathroom done in your house, Danny, you had a friend do a renovation on their house?
Yep.
They didn't get a fucking estimate from Ted?
You know what you can say? Used to be my dog. You was in my left titty.
I'll tell you right now, I got someplace for you to have for Christmas dinner. It's Father Gagan's cell, all right? That's where you're having Christmas dinner. Okay, so
Does he do basements?
Yeah, he does
Does
basements.
everything.
Yeah.
I need my basement needs to be taken.
Look
care
at this. Look at this. This is what
Come
I'm talking
on.
about. This is what I'm talking
On
about.
air.
Of. Yeah, I need
Yes.
it done. I need this
On air
go.
sale right there. All right, so Danny, you're up. So by the way, I want to just review where we're at because this kind of makes me laugh. Jeff is at Polar Plunge. These are Christmas frauds. Polar Plunge, raped by a priest, tells a joke.
Winner.
All right, Danny, you got.
I honestly,
Zoo
I'm
lights?
not going to get mad at that.
I think that's
the winner.
that can't even lose. I don't think it can ever lose. But go ahead, you're up.
Mall kiosk employees.
There you go. I'm good with that.
So you go. You have no. Oh, you looked at me and fucking said no. You piece of shit. Look at Fitzy. He's like, yeah, that's not gonna get you second
I
place.
just know the public's gonna hate
Nah.
it. They're gonna be like, Danny Gillis said Mall Kiosk. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, but you want to know why?
Fucking idiot.
So you have to. Mall kiosks are there all the time, right?
Yep.
Then they add them more right after Thanksgiving, and you got the people with the calendars, the fucking rosary beads from Jerusalem, quote unquote, right? The cologne people, all that. And they just, you got to weave in and out of
What
traffic.
kind of low-level situation are these people in to be doing that job?
Well, they're all at Square Mall.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah.
and they just all go, would you like these rosary beads from Jerusalem?
Like, would
And it's
you rather-
no, I just want regular ones from like the Dollar Tree. I'm fine with that. I just want the ones that hang off my rear view mirror to make sure people know that I've been to church one time. That's it. I don't want nothing from the Pope. Why would I want that? That's crazy.
Would you rather go to church? You have to go to church for 6 weeks in a row, like every Sunday,
Yep.
and then you got to go to mass in the morning at some point. You got to figure out how to get there.
All right. So I've already established I don't want this, I don't think.
Okay, or you get 4 middle of the mall, square mall massages from an Oriental man.
Oh, give me
By the way,
that.
that name's.
Give
I think
me-
that's good on fashion. Right?
No, my father right now is going, I love Brendan Ahern from the fucking high heavens. Oriental's a big word in the Gillis household.
Joe just gave me a big timeout in the background.
Give me all of those fucking, you feel a little tense.
Listen, I'll tell you right now, that comes from my grandfather. It's not my fault.
that kiosk,
Father Gagan told me before he took me behind the
Also,
rectory.
the Asian massage comes with a fucking red envelope with $5 in it.
Yeah, let's go, dude. That's
Yeah.
a no-brainer.
Calloused hands though.
that kiosk
Rough.
thing. Danny's onto it. That kiosk thing.
You got to weave out of there like you're Barry Sanders.
Years ago, I was doing comedy shows. Toot toot. I was doing comedy shows. I used to be real funny. Do comedy shows and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's
Stand
what,
up?
That's what
Let's
I was
go.
doing. And this fucking guy who was like a headliner.
Yeah.
Was pretty good. Like, I'm like, this guy's fucking good.
Yeah.
He was working at one of those kiosks at the South Shore Mall. I saw him and I was like, hey, what's going on? He goes, you got a real job? I was like, yeah. He goes, fucking keep it that way.
For real?
Yeah, swear to God. Swear to God, he was like, he goes, this is what I'm doing.
This is life.
This is what I'm doing.
This
And
is
he was good. He was pretty funny.
It was like Scared Straight.
Oh, so all right. Let me ask you this: so we get the next, like maybe even this one, maybe even the January 19th. We get 10 minutes from Jeff Clough to open the fucking bring him our retirement.
Jeff, you got a tight 10?
Oh, I think he's gonna.
I got a tight 2.
Let's go.
I got 10, 15, 20, whatever you need.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, we.
All right, add it to the bill, Sean Boy. You heard
I'll
it
tell
here
you a
first.
quick one, though.
Yeah.
This is why I don't do it anymore. So I'm at this fundraiser at St. Brendan's in Dorchester. And, you know, it's, my mother used to be like 8th grade teacher there, you know, so we know a lot of people in the neighborhood, like they used to be nuns and stuff and priests and everything. You heard about the priests.
Yeah.
So, but I'm fucking doing the stand-up thing. Like I wasn't headlining, I was opening for like a real comedian, you know, and people paid money to see this guy. So I'm doing my thing. And there was a raffle. So there's like a side raffle going on. And I'm like, you know, trying to promote the cause. I go, listen, there's a side raffle here. Like everybody go, you know, contribute to the charity, the whole thing. I go, there's a bouquet of dildos here with, and I go, Sister Mary's got this inside track at $250. And fucking I swear this has really happened. My 3rd grade teacher comes like fucking does like a buzz the towel, like I'm on the stage. She's like, Jeffrey, like, this is not going well, Jeffrey, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh fuck. So I finish up my thing, and then and then the next guy gets up, and he did some real like benign shit, but they like booed him, and like they had it like it was like fucking no more comedy. so then
Comedy shouldn't exist in a church.
No more comedy.
no more comedy. One of my jokes, by the way, was hey, like I jerk off a lot. By the way, if you're looking for me, like, and you can't find me, I'm probably jerking off. Like, hey, like, what do you think? But anyway, I had to go around and apologize to like all the neighborhood like yentas, like that, all the mothers and the the ladies. Sorry, my mother. She was the 8th grade teacher for like 20 years here. I'm sorry. We would have expected more from you, Jeffrey. You can't do those. That's what I said.
Oh my fucking Lord, that's fucking beautiful.
And that's what we do here, pulling the cord.
Now, here's the thing. By the way, you don't remember this, but Matt Clough claims it's true, which is the fact that you had a joke in your stand-up at one point that was his telling of the story, if I'm remembering correctly, which I think I am, via text, was that you were working at a financial institution at the time, and you were doing stand-up at night. And so everybody at your work decided to come see you, and that you had a joke that you were like, I keep 2 pairs of shoes in my bottom drawer, and they were like, and you're like, do you know why? And they were like, his whole work's watching him, and he's like, because when I go to jerk off in the bathroom, I don't want anybody to know who I am under the stall. I got different shoes on. You didn't even remember it. You were like,
I don't remember that. That's a good bet, though. I like that.
It's a great bit.
It's fucking hilarious.
Change shoes.
I like how he's like, I heard it from you, but you don't remember it. It's unbelievable. All right. I'm up, I guess. Jesus Christ. All right. Here's what I'm going with. All right. I could go either way here. Advent calendars. Let me just say this right now. This is, what are we doing? Is this Russia? Like, we're rationing out 1 piece of chocolate a night. This is not the fucking 40s. Like, these were made in the 30s when people could only get, like, the fuck, I'm gonna take a piece of chocolate. You know what I mean? Like
Depression.
You got 1 piece tonight.
Split it with your
Yeah, I feel like a very
17
Irish thing. You know what I mean? Like, you got 1 piece tonight, another tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's like I could give a fucking bag of M&Ms for 90 cents. I don't need to fucking take you one fucking. And you know what? They're too big. I got a small house. Maggie brought them home the other day. It was like
These
3 big advent calendars. It's like. And by the way, the chocolate in those
Through the
things
doorway.
is dog shit. It's, you know what it is? It's fucking. It's 8th grade raise money for
forget
baseball
about the
raffle
leg.
chocolate. Like just the chocolate, the bottom of the barrel, like the Hershey's, like the Hunt's ketchup of chocolate, like the worst fucking chocolate people that have ever made chocolate.
So you only hate the chocolate ones? Are you against advent calendars? Period.
Well, what's in
What
the other
other
ones?
what other
They got Lego ones. They got fucking
Lego ones?
What the fuck? What's a Lego
they
one?
got so.
Talk about some lace Irish curtain shit.
You gotta
Jesus.
be shitting me.
I mean,
A
I
Lego-
moved out of Somerville a long time ago, bro.
Dude, a Lego advent? So what is it? You build it the day of?
Every single day.
Oh, the crucifix.
Every single day, you build a little like there's Star Wars.
It's a
Legos,
40
like-
ounce from Alden. It's just
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's little Lego characters that you build every single day, all through December.
I didn't have advent calendars like this.
That's-
My
that's
advent calendars still
didn't
stink. They're
either.
CVS
Fitzy, I'm out.
dickhead advent calendars. for
Fitzy, Danny
dickheads.
Gillis out on this one.
So my advent calendars were the chocolate or something that my grandmother knitted, and we used to like put up with Velcro on the tree. And that I thought it was sick when I was a kid, but the ones they have today for the kids, Legos, Funko Pops, fucking all kinds of like little
Funko
toys.
Pops? What's that? The size of the wall? Like Funko Pops?
No,
like that
no,
big?
they're mini Funko Pops.
Oh.
So you pop open the door and you get a little fucking Five Nights at Freddy's fucking Funko Pop
FNAF?
right there.
One of those guys?
Yeah.
Do you still like the candle?
Funny.
Remember you like the candle, and there was that pink one, like it was like red, pink, red. Like I don't remember what that fourth. You guys remember?
Is that the Jewish holiday?
No, that was the fucking Advent one. There, I love those. There was like a third week
Menorah?
there. That
I don't
third week
remember
there was
that
something going on there. I don't forget what it was.
Tell you right now.
Shout out to
Tell you
the
right now.
Jews, by
Shout
the
out
way.
Jews and Palestinians. We love all people, all right? Listen, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you what a hot topic right now.
Can't we all just get along?
Yeah, exactly. I was jealous of my buddy. He was like, the first time, it was like, my buddy Sam was like, me and Josh's one Jewish friend. He was like, I get 8 nights of fucking gifts. I'm like, what? And then he's like, yeah, we get 1 gift a night. I'm like, I get way more than 8 gifts, dude. I'm like, I get fucking shitloads of gifts. You know what I mean? Like the best gifts in the business. All right, so I'm going to Advent calendars. You're last.
I'm last. So I'm going Black Friday and
it's a good
Cyber
one.
Monday.
Good one.
So you're just going with 4 picks?
No, just the two. The
No,
two.
those two is a combo.
He's got the whole weekend.
The two fucking.
By the way, you can't.
I don't know where.
Once again,
I don't know where your punctuation was. Fitz, that's all.
Once again, I want to reply. I want to do this again.
He just did a whole paragraph and that's one pick.
I want to say this again. Pull a plunge, raped by a priest, tells a joke. Fucking dead to rights. We're all dead.
If that's what you wrote, then that's what you wrote. I'm just.
You know what?
listening
If somebody
Fitzy-
actually chooses, because
Fitzy goes, I just want to say for my last pick, Black Friday going into the Cyber Monday. I think that all that's fucking terrible. He went into a whole fucking Bible of frauds.
He's covering.
Right or
But
wrong?
they're two of the same days. It's capitalist fucking Monday. Whatever you want to
That's
call
all
it.
Call it capitalism.
Yeah, capitalism in the holidays, right? What are we supposed to be doing?
This is another chapter, by the way.
At this time, Danny, what are we supposed to be doing?
Loving our family.
Enjoying families, right? Enjoying our families.
Yep.
And the corporate motherfuckers want us to be fucking spending money on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Fuck that.
they want you to be enjoying your wife.
Hang
So they
out.
want you to be
Yeah,
doing.
hang out with your family. Talk to your kids. Talk to your fucking loved ones. Have a good time and love each other.
That's right. Unless you're a priest and a child. Don't love each other then.
Yeah, don't love the kids.
All right, hey, let's go to listen to voicemails.
Let's go.
Good news, Father Gagan called in.
Oh, Brendan.
Can you get there?
Yep.
Hold on. There we go. Good thing I gave myself the duds. All right, ready? This guy hasn't been in the mix in a bit.
Dr. Strange here. Sorry I haven't called in a while. I was on a coke bender up in Barica with Mrs. Froyo. And then I was out of commission for another week or so, recovered from the pink eye I got from ripping too many lines off for a clam. But on the topic of Barica, you can say what you want about the place. But I dare any of you to find me a better haven for Chinese food anywhere on the planet. 3A in Barica is literally the yellow brick road of old school Chinese food restaurant and lounges. You've got Jade Pacific, Rick's Cafe, Purple Bamboo, Nana Seven, and Wulun Ming, up across from the former site of Mac 2's strip club, of course, where Bobby Froyo was conceived. Again, say what you want, but a little respect with the Chinese food mecca and the Barica Indians. I'm positive Barica will never change and cave in and change their name or their mascot like all these other cum guzzler pussy fucking towns.
Before you go to the next one.
Hold on. There's a reason I don't listen to the voicemail so I don't miss something like that. I think we have got one more clue in the Doctor Strange. This kid calls in.
He's definitely from
Nobody
Bill
knows
Ricker.
who he is. We
He's
don't
a
know.
Bill Ricker guy.
So the backstory is this. I've told this before on the show.
fan, that's all.
Big fan. Comes. We go to this. We had a big thing at Lily P's. Kid turns to me. He goes, hey, I like the music. I like everything. I'm like, look at him. I'm like, hey, dude, what's your name? He's like, I'm Doctor Strange. And he just fucking bolts out the door. He's like Kaiser Soze and fucking nobody knows anything about this guy. Like he's a man in the wind. Like, and he leaves great voicemails. And him and Bobby Froyo have an ongoing fight.
No, I understand that, but I think I went on a riff about how bad Jade Pacific was when I went there.
Yeah.
How I got a Mai Tai and the
Oh,
kid
yeah,
just
yeah,
pulled
you
out
did, yeah.
a jug of wine and put it in there. He's like, how the fuck do you make your Mai Tai? And I'm like, not like that, dude. And I'm not Asian, dude. But
By the way,
know
we're
that-
taking on new sponsors for the new year.
You're gonna need him.
You know what it is, though? You know what it is? Fucking. If you're gonna bow down for like fucking suck somebody's dick for $500, you might as well be a priest. All right, let's go.
And our new sponsor, the Archdiocese.
Holiday frauds, all connected to the one and only Daniel Gillis.
Bobby Froyo.
Number one, Gillis's dance moves when he puts on the ugly sweater for his sister's party.
What a cunt.
Guaranteed to happen. So fraudulent, even a Make-A-Wish Timberlake would frown. Number two, Notre Dame, always being a fraud. Hope he's pumped up for a date in the Pop-Tarts Bowl in Orlando. Thirdly, Mr. Gillis may or may not have dropped your name at the Fenway security desk to match your wanted poster in the office. I don't hope you plan on not going to any Fenway Park games this year.
This guy's all over Danny, huh?
That's my guy. That's all he does. Just shit on him.
Just breaks your balls.
I need to fucking know where you would draft Fresca in a soda draft, if you include it as a soda, in a top 5. Okay? Where are you drafting it? Is it even in your top 5?
Billy.
There's like this weird hysteria in all these Facebook groups where people are into Fresca. And I feel like it might just be a big fucking facade, a big joke. And the joke's on fucking me. I don't know. 50, where do you stand on Fresca? Danny, we know you love grape soda. Talk to me, dude. Am I on an island here? Fresca's like a 6, a 5.8. Where are you drafting fucking Fresca? I love you guys.
Fresca's not a soda.
Fresca stinks.
Fresca is not a soda.
We're at 50. Yes, your take.
Joe, can I have one of those?
Yeah, it's not great. It's not. I mean,
It's not a soda. It's not lemonade.
so
It's for diabetics.
I got Fresca sitting in my fridge in the garage because my 80-year-old fucking English neighbor had a party and there was Frescas in there. She was like, "Hey, do you want these, mate?"
And she goes,
I was
it's
like, yeah.
Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take them."
like
They've
an
been
English
sitting there for fucking since the fucking summer.
We got 2 more.
Gentlemen, it's the mayor checking in on holiday frauds. I got to tell you, there's a bunch out there, but one that really gets me is the regifter at a Yankee swap. But it's not the regifter that, like, you know, takes somebody else's gift and gives it to somebody else because they want something better. It's that person that holds on to that gift for a year. It's that person that holds on to that gift.
I do
the
that.
vindictive person that was like, you know what? This gift sucked so bad and I got stuck with it that I'm going to fuck somebody else. And I'm going to give them that gift next year.
It's my favorite
Takes
move.
a special person, a special holiday fraud, to be that vindictive, to hold on to that. I don't even know what, maybe like a bad rug or a puzzle
Clock
or
radio.
some kind of like chocolate fountain thing. I don't even know, but terrible.
Al,
I mean,
Hey, real quick, I have to say
such a
this.
good move.
I have to say this. I can't believe Matt didn't call in for this. He said he was going to call in with some.
I'm surprised he hasn't. He's like, he get laid off. He's all bummed out. He's probably crying. He's probably like all curled up in the fetal position, like whining, being a baby.
All right, last one.
This is Top Flight Security Agent Sean O'Malley. I am head of the Fenway Flag Football Security Force. Our security cameras captured an incident that occurred last Sunday afternoon involving a Daniel Gillis of Malden, Mass. We are trying to reach him to issue notice of a lifetime ban from all Fenway Park activities due to actions taken against Top Flight security agents of the Fenway Flag Football Security Force. Mr. Gillis, we do not allow the use of the word fuck here at Fenway. The recording shows you dropping the F-bomb a total 30 times in 20 minutes. The recording also shows that the player was indeed in bounds by a mile. Between that and your overall confrontational demeanor, we can only conclude that you were in fact intoxicated. You may have breached our security, Daniel, but there's no escaping the long arm of Top Flight Security Justice. Please note that we have voice recognition software that is capable of picking up your voice within 100 feet of any beer stand in Fenway Park. And one last thing, Daniel. Go Medford Mustangs.
oh, what a piece of shit.
By the way,
Top Flight's on to you.
Listen, I'll just say this. The voice recognition within 100 feet of the any beer stand,
Hilarious.
that came from me. I'm just gonna say that. I didn't do the video. I had one of my minions do it.
Hilarious.
I had a whole
Very,
plan,
very
by the
good.
way. I had a whole plan, by the way. One call was gonna be that. I was gonna have. Now I got busy today. Fucking, jerking off to Father Gagan. I got busy. But no, I got busy, and I was gonna do that. I was gonna then do another flag football person. But then, more importantly, can we get an update on Birch? Where are we at with the Birch relationship right now?
I haven't spoke to him since.
It looked like
but-
we had a text message engagement. You and him.
Yeah, we had a little bit
Wow.
because he listens.
Listen, I'll tell you right now. Danny made a friend at the bar. Vegan, vegetarian.
No, we've talked about it on the last episode.
No, I know, but I'm explaining to Jeff. He might not have heard.
Yeah. Oh, so Birch is from Ipswich.
Yeah.
He is originally from Vermont.
Yep.
He is from hippie parents.
Yep.
Pescatarian.
Pescatarian.
Yeah.
That's right.
Whatever the fuck. Well, yeah, he eats fish now.
Danny's like, I met this guy. It was really fun. I'm like, you guys gonna hang out? Like, what are we doing now? You know what I mean?
I listened to it. You guys were
Yeah.
selling meatballs, right? And
Yeah.
he was-
Yeah. He just fucking turned into a roast Danny Gillis that I'm banging some vegan dude.
Well, listen, I'll tell you right now, I had a whole call lined up with as a fake Birch, but I was like, I didn't know how.
Once Birch,
I didn't care about you, obviously. I know you thought it was funny. But Birch is probably a great guy. So like, I'm not gonna roast some random guy you met like fucking.
No,
you know,
dude, he like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm a Birch
District
guy,
Kitchen.
dude.
I'm a Birch guy too.
Birch guy.
Yeah.
I feel like we could roast him.
Is he white?
Oh yeah. You know what I mean?
His name's Birch.
His name's
What do you
Birch.
expect?
That's what I mean. Like he's birch, right? I gotta take a birch tree.
Yeah, that Baltic birch, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was seeing
why he
him
named it
really,
that.
really white.
Yeah, he's the whitest dude you've ever met in your
Like he
life.
met my Puerto Rican counterpart, and he was like, "Wow, you're a little dark."
Yeah.
Like he's that
Hey,
white.
listen, I'm gonna give you guys a quick plug here. Charlie Clough, he's out of UMass. His boy James Birch. That's what made me think of it. His boy Birchie.
So this is his
And
God-given
all
first
these
name.
fucking guys out of UMass. This is what you want. You want this
Yeah.
young
Yeah,
crowd.
you want the young crowd,
You
yeah.
want these guys listening to the fucking Hole in the Cook. God damn it.
Yeah.
Like these guys will fucking spread it around.
Listen,
say
you
some
tell
shit,
me,
you know what I
give,
mean?
give me Charlie Clough's address. We'll send them a fucking 1,000 stickers to put all over UMass.
Fucking A, they'll spread
right.
them like wild.
Antonio's
Exactly.
Pizza. Come on, got into a fight
Yeah.
right outside there. Let's go.
Boom.
Shocker. All right, listen, this was great. We're gonna do a Patreon after this. Maybe Josh will get on the mic. We're actually gonna I want to get a counter story. Oh, by the way, we had new Patreon members. I can't bring them up right now because of the Tarbox. Ryan Tarbox is one of them.
Okay.
And Sean Lucier. I think that's how you say it, Lucier. Ryan Tarbox is, I think, is one of Doobie's buddies.
Okay.
Sean Lucier's a cornhole guy. So, anyways, they're new Patreon members.
Perfect.
We're over 51 people, 52
Let's
people.
go.
Fucking good.
Area
so-
51. That's our fucking for the rest of our
do
lives.
we'll do the Patreon, and Josh is here. He'll jump on the mic at some point, and also Joe is here, Josh's cousin, who can give a counterpoint to the last Patreon story he told about the rafting trip. And I think people will really enjoy that. you know?
Perfect.
By the way, you know what's funny? Last time we were here and did the Patreon, which was only like 12 episodes ago. I looked at it the other day. I was like, there's 20. I said to Josh, there's only 23 people going to hear this.
double.
28 more people in
Fucking go.
People will fucking try to drag their dicks across our fucking drapes over this fucking like
People are all
bullshit.
chopped up
Yeah,
with
they're all
Holy
fucking they're all hot as a rock.
Yeah.
Hotter than
talking
Chinese
to you,
riblets over
Larry.
this fucking shit.
Yeah.
All right, listen, we love you. That was awesome. Jeff, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for
Would you
having
come back again?
Fucking A, bro.
Yes. By the
Shout
way,
out
it's
to
like
St. Brendan's,
just
baby.
assembling like a fucking wagon.
Hey, real
of-
quick, is what's the bar right near?
Erie Pub?
No, not Erie Pub. That's Adams
Florian
Village.
Hall?
Nope.
JJ's.
No. Hold on. Shut up. It's called something Hall. I was just
Florian
there.
Hall. Florian Hall.
Dorchester Hall.
Dorchester Hall,
Is that
yeah.
St. Brendan's?
Yeah, that's more St. Anne's.
St. Anne's.
Yeah, they're tier 2.
The B team. Dorchester Hall.
We used to beat up kids from St. Anne's on our way to fights.
It's a great line.
Love it.
I
All
use
right,
that line
we'll be
all the
back.
time.
Hey, Jeff, thanks again. Fitzy,
Anytime. Thanks, guys.
Good job.
hey, have a happy Thanksgiving. And by the way, follow
that's
this
done.
holiday list.